What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another one of my videos. Feels so good working on this car again. I'm just going to carry on until I get cut full once more. So I think where we're going to start today is right from where we left off last weekend. I'm going to check what adjustments I need to make on the wastegate little up pipe or screamer pipe, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to check how I must rotate it and everything. I want to get that sitting straight. Once it's sitting straight, we can do all the final welds and reinstall it. I've noticed it's going to be quite a mission to now replace that bar that I cut out. So I think I'm going to bend something or make some other plan to go in there, but it is definitely a decision that I should have thought of before cutting, but it's too late now. Screamer pipe fits. I'm really happy with it. So let's get straight onto it, stop wasting time. I'm going to get that screamer pipe lined up, all welded, and we can move on to something else. You got to stay tuned. Okay, so it is still going to be a bit warm, but I think this single rotation has made it sit perfectly, and I'm actually quite happy with how it was sitting. When I was mocking it up, I couldn't hold it there in the correct place. So this is what it looks like because of that tight space where it is at the firewall. Don't think it's come out too bad, and I think it's going to look 100 times better once it's welded. It's my first time ever doing pie cuts, and I think I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. So I'm going to pop this back on and let's see how it fits. Alright, so I've only got 2 bolts in there, but just standing back and looking that direction doesn't look too bad at all. The camera is a bit skewed, it should be like that. I think that works. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to just pull it off, clean it up, do all the final welds, and then we'll be on for good. Then we'll just have to do something about that bar over there. So I'm going to set you guys up. Let's knock this out once and for all. Alright, so I was kind of an idiot and I didn't press record when I started welding this, even though I thought it was recording. Yeah, not the greatest. Never claimed to be the greatest welder ever. But it's not bad, and it's definitely going to do the trick just for the little wastegate screamer. So all I'm going to do is take some Scotch-Brite. I was looking for my metal polish now, but I don't think I have it here. I'm just going to take my Scotch-Brite, clean it up, and see how it ends up. Just got some soap that I'm going to scrub on here with some water, just to get some lubrication, and then I'm going to start scrubbing it. Right, so that's what it looks like, slightly polished just with some soap and Scotch Brite. Looks a lot better now. I'm just going to install it and we'll see how it sits. I really hope it didn't warp when I was welding it, but I guess we're just gonna have to see. Alright guys, so the next thing I want to work on is all the wiring and stuff behind the dash. What I'm going to do is take these two seats out and then we're going to start disassembling the dash and I'll show you exactly what's going on behind it. Let's get to it. Right, so I've pretty much got all of it apart. All I'm going to do is disconnect these two mechanical gauges, the oil pressure and water temperature, feed the senders back through the firewall, and then all I need to do is unplug the management and I'll be able to take this centerpiece out and move it out of the way. Our main goal now is to neaten up all this wiring behind the dash, because it's pretty much finalized. I'm not adding anything more, and anything more that I do add, it will still be neatly installed. So yeah, that's my main goal for now. Let's see how it goes. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Yesterday Eskom kindly decided that I'd worked my car enough and turned the lights off, and I couldn't really record anything because when this place has no lights it's absolutely pitch dark. So I carried on. So the stuff I carried on with yesterday, when the power went out, I was just busy neatening all the wiring behind the dash, and I'm really happy how it's come out. It was a bit of a mess before, but to be fair, I did just put the car together in quite a rush to see if the motor setup was going to work, and it didn't, so it's kind of a blessing in disguise. But yeah, so yesterday I just beated up all the wiring behind the dash. I'm very happy how it came out. It was a bit of a mess before. I didn't really do much else while the power was out because I couldn't use any of my power tools. So I'll turn you guys around and show you where we left off yesterday. I've only got a couple of hours this morning to work on my car, so I might just finish up the wiring and start putting the dash back together, and then possibly try to pull the windscreen to tuck that headliner or the roof liner around that windscreen frame. Let me turn you guys around and show you what I got up to. I've neatened everything up quite a bit. The only unnecessary wires over there is the windscreen wiper and washer wires from the stalk. And what I want to do is swap the rear and the front washer bottle signal wires around, so I can run my windscreen washer bottle from the boot and just run a feed pipe to the bonnet. So that's my plan with this. There's two wires there. I think it's a grey and red and the blue and this blue and black one. I just need to or this blue and white one. Just need to swap those two around, and then when I pull my front windscreen wipers, it will cycle the rear windscreen bottle. So that's my plan for that, which should be quick. Everything else is quite neat. I'm very happy with the outcome from how it was previously. It's a bit difficult to see. Let me put this light in front here. So as you can see, everything's tucked neatly. It might look like a mess from this angle, but everything follows a similar route at the back there. It's all neatly cable tied away, not touching anything that it shouldn't, and all plugged in. I'm very happy with how it's come out so far. But yeah, I did this conversion myself with a new spec dash, and I haven't had a single issue with it since I put it all in, and it's all worked from the start. So I just need to put these two panels back there, this one there and that one over there. I'm going to leave the center one out for now if I can. Not sure if I can. So what I'm going to do now is attempt to pull the windscreen out, I think. As you can see, we've got my boost gauge sender over there. Over there's the wideband control box for my gauge. Got the dictator wires running down there. These ones in the front are just for my fans, so everything is wired and waiting to be plugged in, and I do have the switches for it. And yeah, all those connectors you see there run to a relay that's running off of the ignition. So when I turn the ignition on, the relay gives it a constant power to its own wire. And all of that is everything that I run off the ignition, like switches for the fans to trigger it, the underglow for the footwells and that kind of stuff. But yeah, over there is my start button relay box. As you can see, I've mounted my 1 gauge in a pod at the top there. That's the wideband, and I've got a 3D printed pod that's going to go there for that boost gauge on the side there. And then we also have a 3D printed gauge pod that takes 2 gauges for that top section in those vents. The guy kind of dropped me that was working on the project, and he didn't get it how I wanted to, nor did we reach a final product. So I've only got prototypes, so I'm going to see how that works out. Alright, so I need to get the windscreen out to now put this headliner around the frame. I've done it once before where you just peel the inside rubber out and you push it up at the same time and then just fold it under the frame. I'm going to try to do it the same way now. Our windscreen is cracked. So yeah, I'm going to try to take my windscreen out from the inside. I'm going to fold the rubber seal that there is and push it out around the edge of the frame and just slowly work around the top, moving to the bottom. Then what I'm going to do, well, my windscreen does have a crack over there, so I'm not too sure if this is the smartest thing to do or not. But what I'm going to do is try to take it out without breaking it further, and then hopefully it comes out in one piece. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so I just want to show you guys what I've been doing on the inside. Is I've just put screwdrivers in, and you just put them in and flip them around to now push the rubber on the other side of the window frame. And as you can see, the crack in my glass is there. So I've loosened up this right hand side. I'm going to loosen up that side now and then loosen the bottom and try to pull it out. But I somehow think the windscreen's going to break, so let's see what happens. Alright, so as you guys can see, windscreen is successfully out. Wasn't as painful as what I thought it was. Now I can actually take this roof liner and glue it around there. My roof liner will be finally completed and the scruffiest part of all will be done. So that's what I'm going to do at the moment. I'm going to get my contact adhesive, prep the surfaces and everything, get it all ready, and then we'll glue it in, let it sit, and then next week we'll come put the windscreen back in. I'll show you guys the windscreen over here. As you can see, it's still in one piece. These fucking birds. As you can see, it's all in one piece. Still just got the one crack in it at the moment, but yeah, safely sat down there. It's not, the floor's not going to damage it at all. So what I'll do now, set you guys up right here and we'll get straight into it. Right guys, that's it. As long as you do your contact adhesive right, let it settle. As you can see, it sticks perfect. Everything's taut, everything looks amazing. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Yeah, so there you go. Everything is glued, everything is on. As long as you do your contact adhesive right, it will all stick. Everything is taut, looks amazing. It was one of my biggest bothers during driving the car. It just looked wrong and it felt wrong having it just flapping around. I'm very glad that's sorted now. I think over here I'm just going to put some rust converter once I pick it all out, seal it up nicely, and then we can put the windscreen back in. Alright guys, thank you very much for sticking around. I only had a few hours today, like I said. Unfortunately I can't get tons of stuff done in my days off, but I am making decent progress and I'm super happy with how the roof lining turned out around the windscreen. Next week when we come back, I'll put the windscreen back in and I think we can start reassembling the dash. I should have the 3D printed gauge pods by then, which will be perfect, and I can show you guys them and install them. Thanks so much for sticking around everyone. Thank you to all the new subscribers and double thanks to all the old subscribers. You guys are all awesome. Please help me get to 1,000 subscriber mark. I'd really appreciate it. I'll carry on pushing out more content for this build. I'm really excited in the direction that it's heading at the moment. We are making progress slowly and all in the right direction. We're now finally buttoning up all the small bits and odds and ends, and I'll be super happy with this car once it's done. There's only bigger and better things to come for the channel. I'm excited to bring all you guys along with me. Hit that like and subscribe button and smash that bell icon if you want to stay up to date and notified on every new video that I post on this build. Have an awesome one guys. Check you in the next one.
I'm just a fake silhouette, avoiding every threat.